Welcome to Vintage Rewind 1960s. In 1983, Scarface exploded like a cinematic earthquake, redefining the gangster genre with a story overflowing with ambition, crime, and tragedy. The journey from the heights of power to the depths of ruin for Tony Montana created some of the most unforgettable moments in film history. Behind that dazzling spotlight were the turbulent lives of the cast. Let's take a look back at them. Then and now. Tony Montana, the embodiment of violence and ambition in Scarface, was brought to life by Al Pacino with a ferocity and intensity rarely seen in the history of cinema. Born in 1940, Pacino took on the role at age 43 and created a Tony entirely different from Michael Corleone. Whereas Michael is cold, calculating, and restrained, Tony is explosive, instinctive, and chaotically unbridled. This contrast itself showcases Pacino's extraordinary range as an actor. Now 85, he remains one of the living legends of the screen, with Tony Montana standing as a timeless, iconic role. Manny Ribera, Tony Montana's most sincere and optimistic friend, was portrayed by Bauer with a natural charm and a warm, down-to-earth presence. Born in 1956, he took on the role at age 27 and quickly made Manny one of the rare emotional anchors in the violent world of Scarface. Yet Bauer's career afterward proved turbulent, with major roles appearing less frequently despite his steady dedication to acting. At 68, Bauer is still remembered as Tony's loyal companion, a friendship that makes the film's tragedy all the more haunting. Elvira Hancock, the cool and mysterious muse of Scarface, was portrayed by Michelle Pfeiffer when she was just 25, creating a cinematic persona with a timeless allure. Born in 1958, Pfeiffer stepped into the role of Elvira with sharp beauty, an icy attitude, and a rebellious spirit, in complete contrast to the softness yet commanding power of Catwoman in Batman Returns. This versatility proves that she is not only a beauty icon, but also a truly capable actress with multiple Oscar nominations. At 67, Michelle Pfeiffer remains a rare symbol of elegance and talent in Hollywood. Frank Lopez, the powerful yet inwardly fractured kingpin, was portrayed by Robert Loggia with sharp insight and the commanding presence of a seasoned actor. Born in 1930, he took on the role at age 53 and delivered a Frank who was both intimidating and wounded, helping to clearly illustrate the shift in power from Lopez to Tony Montana. The role became a major highlight in Loggia's extensive career. Sadly, he passed away in 2015 at the age of 85 due to complications from Alzheimer's, leaving behind a legacy deeply appreciated by audiences. Mama Montana, Tony's strict yet deeply loving mother, was portrayed by Miriam with authenticity and the cultural depth characteristic of the Puerto Rican community. Born in 1936, she took on the role at age 47, bringing to life a resilient mother who represents the moral values Tony ultimately loses. Her powerful yet human presence creates an emotional balance within Scarface. Miriam passed away in 2017 at the age of 80 due to complications from a lung condition, leaving behind a role rich in maternal warmth and meaning. Omar Suarez, the cold, calculating right-hand man in Scarface, was portrayed by F. Murray Abraham with razor-sharp eyes and a signature, calm demeanor. Born in 1939, he took on the role at age 44, delivering an Omar who was dangerous without ever needing to boast, a stark contrast to Tony Montana's explosive nature. Just 1 year later, Abraham won an Oscar for Amadeus, proving his ability to transform seamlessly from a quiet antagonist to a richly complex character. At 85, he is still regarded as one of Hollywood's most refined acting talents. Alejandro Sosa, the cold and commanding drug lord in Scarface, was portrayed by Shenar with a calm yet chillingly intimidating presence. Born in 1936, he took on the role at age 47 and quickly crafted a distinctive kind of antagonist. Without shouting or overt brutality, Sosa exudes absolute ruthlessness, standing in complete contrast to Tony Montana's explosiveness. Off-screen, Shenar was an accomplished stage actor, but his life was tragically short. He passed away in 1989 at the age of 53 due to complications from AIDS. Though his time was brief, his portrayal of Sosa remains an irreplaceably icy legacy. Mel Bernstein, the corrupt police officer in Scarface, was portrayed by Harris Yulin with a cold, calculating realism. Born in 1937, he took on the role at age 46, creating the image of a shadowy power player whose danger lies not in violence, but in subtle manipulation. The contrast between Bernstein and Tony Montana highlights two distinct types of antagonists, one blunt and explosive, the other strategic and controlled. Now at 87, Yulin continues to be highly regarded for his ability to portray complex psychological characters. Chi-Chi, the loyal right-hand man who brings rare moments of humor into the brutal world of Scarface, was portrayed by Angel Salazar with playful energy and an effortlessly natural performance. Born in 1956, he took on the role at age 27 and quickly made an impression with his wit, mischief, and unwavering loyalty to Tony Montana. Though a supporting character, Chi-Chi provides an important emotional balance for the film. At 69, Angel Salazar continues to work in the arts and is remembered as the lively, comedic spark amid the tense atmosphere of Scarface. Gina Montana, the innocent yet freedom-seeking younger sister in Scarface, was portrayed by Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio with a softness and haunting emotional depth. Born in 1958, she took on the role at age 25, bringing to life a Gina who is fragile yet emotionally explosive in the film's most tragic moments, making her fate the deepest source of pain for Tony Montana. The role paved the way for Mastrantonio's later achievements in The Color of Money and The Abyss. At 66, she is still remembered as the emotional soul of the film, a beautiful and unforgettable tragedy. And that concludes our journey back in time with the cast of Scarface, the people who breathed life into a true cinematic icon. Although each of their careers took different paths, the legacy they left behind continues to endure. Thank you for joining us on Vintage Rewind 1960s. See you again in our next trip to the past, where the memories of cinema live on forever.